Willie D Live.
What's up, family? We're going into week 2 of the Diddy sex trafficking drugs trial, and the federal district court in Lower Manhattan has already decided, look, we ain't going out like that. We want a makeover. So they're painting the security barriers outside of the courtroom. This kind of reminds me of somebody who tried to clean their house up for company. They don't mind it being dirty for themselves. I mean, this is the house they pay for. And they don't mind it being unkept or, unsightly. Not looking nice, not being clean, when they're using it. But if they have company, they start fixing up the place. They start tidying up. I never understood that. Anyway, fam, moving on. Here's the deal. This whole trial, I have concluded, perhaps you have too, it's one big distraction. That's right, I said it. It's one big distraction. Now, obviously, it has huge implications for Diddy and his future, and for the future of his family. But for the rest of us, family, this is just really entertainment. Entertainment to take our eye off the ball on what's really going on. Do you know the country of Qatar is offering Trump a 747 jet to replace Air Force One? Yeah, fam. And after his presidency, the jet is going to be donated to Trump's library, and he'll be able to use it as a private citizen. It's said to be the biggest gift ever from one nation to another. Interesting they called it a gift because there are a number of countries throughout Africa who had artifacts and prized possessions stolen by England and America. And they sit in museums and some of these clowns' homes. Yeah, to this day. Interesting. So Trump is going to the Middle East. He's going to visit 3 countries. Why? Why would he go visit these countries that he always talked bad about? He looks down on so much. Well, for one, he's going over Qatar to get him a jet, Trump is a transactional president, In fact, let me back up. He's a transactional person. Everything he does involves something, a transaction. How can I get something out of this? Everything he does involves getting something out of it. You dig? So what does these countries want from Trump? Saudi wants to seal a security pact. Yeah, Saudi wants security. They want to make sure that they have the blessings of Trump, who represents or is a figurehead, a symbol of the so-called most powerful country in the world. China got something to say about that. The UAE has a quest for AI dominance. So they want to work with Trump in building their AI dominance, which is a trip to me. This guy is working with countries who are ultimately going to use their strategic partnerships against the country that he represents. But Trump don't give a damn. He's trying to get that paper. Qatar wants global diplomacy. Yeah, they want global diplomacy. So a lot of these countries in the Middle East, they have a bad rep for being antiquated. People look at them like they're Neanderthals because America has had a hell of a propaganda machine and it works to perfection. But also England, specifically London. hell of a propaganda machine to make them look bad, make them look like savages. Meanwhile, savagery happens here on a daily basis. So that's what they want from Trump. What does Trump want? Money, power, money, oil, resources. That's what he wants. But more importantly, money. He's going over there acting like he's trying to cut deals for the U.S. But what he's really doing is cutting deals for himself. For example, that 747 jet, that Boeing 747 jet. Yeah, he trying to get it for himself. Did you see how they framed it? It's going to be used to replace Air Force One. But then when he's done with his presidency, he gets to take the jet with him. Do you think that would have been possible for Obama to do? Wow. He's doing so much reckless stuff that it don't even make most of it don't even make the news now. Like every time you look up, he's doing something that you say to yourself, damn, is that legal? Can he do that? Can he do that? And most of it isn't really legal. Most of it is anti-constitutional. But because they have so many puppets in Congress, so many puppets that are his constituencies. Family, the dude is pretty much doing anything he want to do and getting away with it because these guys are cowards. They will not hold him accountable. There are only a few that speaks out against him. And I ain't talking about subtle. I'm talking about who vehemently speaks out against it. There's only a few. The rest of them are bona fide, certified, 100% authentic cowards. No more talk.